Today, we're going to be taking a look at the sleek new MSI Stealth A16 AI Plus with AMD Ryzen AI processor laptop. And if you're in the market for a beefy yet more affordable laptop for gaming and working, then you're probably going to want to stick around. Last year I reviewed the Stealth 16 AI Studio laptop and I was highly impressed with all the features and performance, but that was a £4,000 laptop. The A16 AI Plus, however, comes in at a fraction of the price and still promises to really pack a punch when it comes to performance. So how does it live up to that? Well, let's find out. So yes, the MSI Stealth A16 AI Plus advanced with AMD aims to deliver a lot, and on paper it should, with its beefy AMD Ryzen AI9 HX370 processor, Nvidia 40 series laptop graphics, and a raft of AI features to help elevate and streamline workflow and performance. And in this video, we're going to be putting that to the test to see just how well it holds up. We're seeing AI taking over in the tech world at the moment in everything from intelligent chatbots to robotics and even everyday life, like the algorithm that recommends what YouTube videos you should check out. And MSI have been one of the leading laptop brands in integrating AI features into their laptops recently to help take them to the next level. But before we get into that, let's go over the full specs that the Stealth A16 AI Plus is working with. Firstly, it packs a powerful AMD Ryzen AI9 HX370 processor at its heart, and this is the key to driving that performance home. The top of the line Ryzen AI 300 series processors help to deliver exceptional performance, efficiency, and next generation gaming and productivity capabilities, alongside powerful AI driven workloads to elevate things even further. With the NPU's AMD XDNA 2 architecture delivering 5 times tops performance compared to the first generation XDNA, up to 50 tops for a smooth and top class experience throughout. This is paired with Nvidia's GeForce RTX 4060 laptop graphics with 8 gigs of GDDR6 memory, 32 gigs of LPDDR5X RAM, and a 1TB NVMe PCIe 4 M.2 SSD for fast storage as well. So this laptop is certainly stacked hardware wise and should be able to easily handle everything from high-end gaming to video editing and productivity tasks with absolute ease. In terms of connectivity and ergonomics, the laptop comes with 2 USB 3.2 Gen 2 ports, one on either side of the laptop. It also has a USB 4 Type-C / DisplayPort alternative / power delivery charging port, which is Thunderbolt 4 compatible, a HDMI 2.1 port capable of outputting 8K at 60Hz and 4K at 120Hz, and a 3.5mm audio combo jack for headphones and microphones. The laptop also packs a 1080p 30 webcam with HDR and 3D noise reduction, a webcam shutter, and a fingerprint reader for security. In terms of ergonomics, the laptop measures 355 by 259 by 19mm and weighs in at just over 2 kilos, which is great for the portability of the laptop. For the screen, the Stealth A16 AI Plus comes with a 16-inch QHD Plus 2560 by 1600 resolution IPS panel with a 16:10 aspect ratio, 240Hz refresh rate, and 100% DCI-P3 color gamut coverage. So paired with the impressive specs, the high refresh rate on here means that you'll be able to take advantage of those smoother, higher FPS levels for a much better gaming experience, and we'll check that out in more detail later on. But aside from that, the screen on this laptop looks great. The colours are crisp and pop very nicely. The text clarity is very good, which is handy for people who are using this for daily productivity. And honestly, from a visual standpoint, gaming on here is a very pleasant experience overall. The screen can get nice and bright, so if you're taking this on the go in brighter environments, then you should have no trouble with it at all. But so far, all you've heard is the specs on paper. But how does this actually translate to performance in real world situations? Well, to put that to the test, I downloaded a bunch of games on here to see how well they were able to perform. In the interest of balancing actual gaming performance with the quality of the graphics on screen, all of the games I tested were running at medium graphics and had Nvidia DLSS turned on where possible and set to performance. First things first then, let's start with some Cyberpunk 2077. With everything set up as mentioned, I was able to consistently get around 175 to 180 FPS, which was very impressive. On an unrelated note, I really need to sit down and play some more of this when I get a chance. Anyway, next up I hopped onto some Forza Horizon 5, which, aside from being very hard to control on a laptop, was easily able to run between 150 to 160 FPS without any trouble. Next I wanted to try a couple of newer releases, starting with Atomfall, another game I need to play more. This didn't fare quite as well, but still a respectable 80 to 90 FPS for the most part. The next contender is Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, and this was around the same or just slightly lower, getting between 60 to 80 FPS. After that I hopped on to try out some Avowed, and all of this reminded me just how little time I actually spend gaming these days. For this I was getting around 100 to 110 FPS. Finally I jumped onto some Starfield to see how that would fare, and it managed around 100 FPS, sometimes dipping slightly lower. So all in all, the gaming performance of this laptop is pretty impressive. Most of the games I tried were easily able to run up over 100 FPS, some even as high as 150 and above at times, so I was able to sit back and enjoy some extremely smooth gameplay. Of course, if I wanted, I could have lowered the graphics settings further to get more FPS, or even increased them to improve the look of the games while still having a decent FPS level. So the laptop has certainly won me over from a gaming standpoint. But of course, for many people, gaming isn't the only thing you're going to be using it for. You might be using it for work, or in my case, creating content when you're on the go, which means the laptop needs to be able to handle tasks like editing videos. So I decided to test this out too, to see how it would perform by editing a short form video on DaVinci Resolve. The editing process was nice and smooth throughout. The laptop was able to handle tasks like scrubbing backwards and forwards through the timeline whilst giving me a nice smooth preview, and the rendering time on there was nice and quick too, something that is very important when you need to get a video done quickly. So from a creator's perspective, the Stealth A16 AI Plus is not only great for gaming, but can easily handle video editing and more as well. So you might be asking, how is it able to handle all these different tasks so well? Well, that's where the AI features of this laptop come in. We've talked about the AMD Ryzen powerhouse that's at the heart of this laptop, and the AI capabilities built into the processor go a long way in helping to push the performance further for various tasks. But on top of that, MSI have their AI engine feature built into the MSI Center software, and this is one of the main features that helps you get consistently good performance whether you're gaming or working. This is because when it's enabled, AI engine can see what you're actually using the laptop for at any given time, and it can use that to make real-time optimized system adjustments based on your needs. So you're always getting the best performance no matter what you're doing. Open up a game and intelligent gaming mode will kick in, giving a boost to the graphics to allow you to run higher settings and still get a higher FPS. Or then switch to editing software and the laptop sees this and instantly switches modes to give you what you need for that instead. It's a clever system, and I've seen it work on multiple MSI devices in recent times, and I'm always impressed with the results. So is this laptop worth you picking up? Well, as I mentioned, I reviewed a similar stealth laptop a few months back, but one of the main things that people mentioned was that this was a £4,000 laptop, and how many of you are actually going to spend that much money on a laptop? Some people will, but for most regular users that's a bit much. Well, this A16 AI Plus with AMD comes in at a much more affordable £1,699 right now on the Currys website. So it's less than half the price, but as you've seen, the performance of the laptop is incredibly impressive in both gaming and productivity tasks. And that paired with the much more affordable price tag makes this laptop a fantastic option for gamers and creators alike. You're getting that super powerful AMD Ryzen AI9 HX370 processor, Nvidia 40 series laptop graphics, a beautiful QHD Plus 240Hz display, and a ton of AI features that push performance to another level. And the result of all of this is crisp and smooth gameplay on a beautiful screen and being easy to use for working and productivity, saving you time and effort. So yes, I would definitely recommend checking this out for yourself, and if you do want to, I'll leave a link to it down in the description below. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you did, don't forget to leave a like and drop any thoughts or questions in the comments for me to get to later. I've got a lot more videos planned for the near future, so hit that sub button if you're interested in seeing more, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Have a great week. See you later.